Hey guys, Kevin here and welcome back to my channel. So for this video we are going to be doing another anime review. Last video we did a movie review, the movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I recommend you guys go watch it. You can click over there, but click the link after watching this video because this video is a really good one. So in this video we are going to be reviewing an anime that probably most of the anime viewers or frequent anime viewers out there might have heard of, and it's an anime that goes by the name of Tokyo Revengers. That's right, I'm going to be reviewing this anime, the underdog of the summer season's anime list. It wasn't the best of this summer season. There weren't really that many great shows out there or great animes out there to watch this season. Next season that more good animes come out, but I probably won't have much time to watch those animes because I have my exams coming up. So this summer season they released an anime by the name of Tokyo Revengers, and I really enjoyed my time with it. It was a good anime. It had some good things that were going on for it. There were some shortcomings to the anime, but overall it was a really good experience, a really good ride. It's a really fun anime to watch. So I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of the anime so you kind of have an idea of what goes on in the anime. So the story follows a guy named Takemichi Hanaga. Takemichi Hanaga's second year of middle school was the highest point of his life. He had respect, a gang of friends he could count on, and even a girlfriend. But that was 12 years ago. Today he's a nobody, a washed-up non-entity made fun of by children and always forced to apologize to his younger boss. A sudden news report on the Tokyo Manji gang's cruel murder of the only girlfriend he ever had alongside her brother only adds insult to injury. Half a second before a train ends his pitiful life for good, Takemichi flashes back to the same day 12 years ago, when he was still dating Hinata Tachibana. After being forced to relive the very same day that began his downward spiral, Takemichi meets Hinata's younger brother. Without thinking, he admits to his seeming death before flashing back to the past. Takemichi urges him to protect his sister before inexplicably returning to the future. Miraculously, he isn't dead. Stranger still, the future has changed. It seems as though Takemichi can alter the flow of time. Given the chance to prevent his ex-girlfriend's tragic death at the hands of the Tokyo Manji gang, Takemichi decides to fly through time to change the course of the future. So what I read right now is kind of an essay of what goes on in the anime, but yeah, that's kind of what happens in the anime. There's more to the anime than just him helping his ex-girlfriend from dying by the hands of the gang that he was a part of 12 years ago. So that's the synopsis of what goes on in the anime, if it helps to give you an idea of what the show is based off or the direction it's going towards. Like I said before, it was a really good anime. It had some really good times. There were a few shortcomings. There were some parts of the story that I wasn't really very interested in. Like, I'm not going to spoil the anime, but I'm just going to say that there were some parts of the anime that I didn't feel very interested in watching, or where I lost some interest in watching. And the other shortcoming is the animation. The animation was alright. It wasn't bad. It was mainly the fighting animation that kind of got to me, because I felt like they could have maybe tried a bit more to kind of perfect the fighting animation style, because I felt like it wasn't that great. Like, you could clearly see that they had some trouble with the fighting animation. It wasn't that great. It didn't really add to the experience. I mean, the fights were alright. They weren't bad or anything, but it was just the animation that kind of didn't give the energy that it needed. Most of the anime, or like the first season, which they just a few days back or a few weeks back, I don't know, they stopped, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stopped watching halfway. I watched like till episode 13, and then I kind of stopped watching because I just didn't feel interested or obliged to watch the show, because to be honest I kind of felt bored and I just left it at that. And then I recently heard that they finished the anime. So they finished the first season of the anime. They released all of the episodes. So I decided to give it another shot, and I watched from episode 14 onwards, and it was alright at best. It wasn't like the anime of the year or something like that, but it did its job, and it did its job really well. It had a few shortcomings here and there, like the story and the animations, the fighting animations. But overall, it was alright. It was fine. It was a decent show. It was thrilling. It had some adventures. All I want to say is that the show was alright at best. I didn't have any expectations for the show. I didn't have any highs or lows for the show. I just went into it, I watched it, I took a break after episode 13, then I continued again. I just finished it a few days back, and I have to say it's an alright. So yeah, that's about it for my review. Pros being it's an alright show. It has a good story. It could maybe work on the characters a bit, but most of the characters were alright. And the cons being, some parts of the story I just didn't feel were really that good, and the fighting animation, which I did not enjoy, or at least from my point of view, I could see the lag in the fighting animation that they were doing. If they could have worked on that a bit, the show would have been really. So to give a score out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's a good show. It does really well on some points, but on other points I just felt that it could have maybe done a bit better. But in overall, a really good experience, a really good ride, a really good show overall, and yes, I do recommend that you watch it. That's about it for my review of Tokyo Revengers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna bring out more videos every single week, or at least once a week if I can at best. And if you enjoy the video, please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel so I can make more of these videos for you guys. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.